Hi, my name is Rachel, and today I'm going to be talking to you about an activity I did where I logged in all my media usage for a day and saw some interesting patterns. I'm going to tell you about the log that I completed. I'm going to analyze my patterns to you, what media I use the most, kind of give you feedback on kind of seeing and analyzing how addicted I really am to using my phone, and kind of give you a suggestion on how maybe not only me but other people can learn to decrease their use of media. So first, looking at my log that I filled out, I actually embarrassingly ran out of room because that is how much I am on my cell phone. But as you can see, I start going on my phone at 7:45 a.m. when I get out of bed to get ready for classes. Automatically, I check my Snapchat, I check my text message, sometimes I even check my email, Instagram. But on this particular day, September 17th, as soon as I got out of bed, turned my alarm off, first thing was on Snapchat, text message, seeing who texted me over the night, what Snapchats I missed. Throughout the day, during classes, I wasn't on my phone as much because my teachers do not allow me to use my cell phone or laptop. But as soon as I got out of class or in between classes, of course, I was checking my phone and going on Snapchat once again and checking my text message. I even have a phone call. I usually call my parents or try to call them at least once a day just to check in and say hi. So I have a phone call, which is really the only other communication I have besides Snapchat. I have a couple of text messages, a couple times I use the message app, but most of the time I'm on Snapchat really. I have Netflix a couple times, ebook, which is what I use for reading my textbooks because it's a lot cheaper than purchasing actual textbooks. So other than that, I have Instagram, I have mail, but it seems like after every two I have Snapchat, and it's for at least 2 minutes or even just 30 seconds just hopping on. And as you can see right now while I'm filming this, I actually have Snapchat notifications and resisting the urge to open those. But I feel like some cases I have been multitasking, like watching Netflix to take a break from studying and then using my phone because I watch Netflix on my laptop but use my phone for Snapchat or text message. So I have multitasked a little bit, but I'm not a big multitasker. I do a lot on my phone because I'm not a big TV person. But other than that, the information that I get is usually off my phone, and I get that from social media. Now on Snapchat, you have I can show you, you have all of this stuff, and you get feed updates. So sports, People Magazine, Rankworthy, Complex, NBC, a whole bunch of different news channels. So I feel like I don't really have a need to go on Fox News or look at a newspaper or magazine because it's all on Snapchat. And like I said before, a majority of my usage is Snapchat because I feel all of my friends are on it, my boyfriend's on it, that's how we really communicate. We don't really text that much. So I feel like Snapchat really is the big thing. Even Instagram is a huge source of news and information because all of the celebrities post about their daily lives. You get different accounts who kind of make fan and support accounts for different politicians, and they update on the big moves that are happening in the White House, and the Senate, the House, and you don't really have that need anymore to look at a newspaper to get that information. So I really feel, especially in my generation, that all of our news and information and media is coming from social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. So I noticed also that the reason why I'm so addicted is because as soon as I get a Snapchat or a message, I get the red circle. And knowing me with my OCD, I like to get rid of the red dot because I feel like it's pressuring me to open the message. So I don't like to have those little red circles on the top of the app. And also, every time I get an alert, it automatically rings, it buzzes, and like we talked about in class, it's training us to always check our phones and even just view it as soon as we get that buzz. And it kind of just hangs over our head a little bit because we are so trained to, like, my laptop just rang with a text message, and automatically I looked at it. It's hard to ignore those things because we are so trained to always be on media, especially my generation now, because everything is on social media. How we connect with our friends, social media, even when we're hanging out with our friends, we're still Snapchatting. My friend Victoria will be hanging out having lunch and we're still Snapchatting each other, replying to each other's messages, and wanting to keep our streak, which shows the number of days that you Snapchat in a row. And actually, I have many streaks. As you can see, the little number by each of the names. So Victoria and I have been Snapchatting for 947 days, and that also gets addicting because you want to keep getting the number bigger and bigger, and it kind of just shows like how close of a friendship you have. So that kind of just gets you trained in a way. Like, you keep doing the same things repeatedly, of course you're gonna follow that suit every day. So I really feel like that is the pattern in how I have become addicted to my cell phone and social media. So I would say that I am addicted, maybe not the worst case scenario, but I have become really trained to always looking at my phone in between classes, checking. If I'm not on my phone, I feel like I'm missing something out. If I'm not posting something on my story or posting a picture on social media, checking in on Facebook with my family, I feel like I'm not connected to the social media world, not connected to my friends as much. And yeah, so some ways that I think I could possibly change and become less addicted. I was actually thinking of this and it took me a little bit to figure out some ways, but I think by putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, which is an awesome thing that Apple does now, is you can put it on Do Not Disturb, so only sorry, my thing cut out, but the ways I feel like I can change my habits and that other people could change their habits was the Do Not Disturb feature that Apple now offers. And what it does is it mutes any notifications, any text messages, any phone calls, and I believe it sends them straight to voicemail. But it's especially useful during class time because you still get your alerts without having to put your phone on and off airplane mode, because it takes a little longer to load all of your notifications. But with the Do Not Disturb feature, you still get the notifications. It just doesn't buzz, it doesn't ring, doesn't make a distraction for you. But if you put people as favorites, like I have my mom and dad as my favorites, if I get a phone call or text message from them, it will alert me because they are more important of my notifications in case they need to contact me in an emergency or something. But also, another suggestion would be possibly turning off notifications, so you actually have to go into the app and load it in order to see what people have been sending you, if you have any new Snapchats, any new text messages. And I feel like that would be a really good one because it would not always alert you and keep your mind distracted on the app, because like I said before, the buzz and the ring does train your mind kind of to stay focused on that, and you have the back of your head, especially when you're talking to someone, oh, I just got an alert from so and so, like I really need to get out of this conversation and look at my phone. So I feel like turning notifications off would also be a smart thing. I don't know if I'll do it because I don't know if I want to not get alerts off of who is sending me messages, but I guess that proves that I am addicted because I do not want to break away. But hopefully I can learn to decrease my habits, especially with Snapchat, and it does use a lot of my data, it does use a lot of my battery, so I think it is a change that I need to make. and just become less reliant on social media. And you can just tell that a change is need to be made. So yeah, thank you for watching, and overall this showed me a lot of interesting patterns, and I really kind of came to the realization of how much I am on my phone, I am on my laptop, and how reliant I really am to all the media around me. So thank you for this activity. It was really eye-opening, and it was fun to do it. So thank you.